So now we can move on to translations. So translation is just moving the graph. So moving the graph up and down. The graph, the function up and down. Up and down the y-axis. Down the y-axis. So let's look at what this means. And then we can also have moving left and right, moving the function left and right, the x-axis. So what does this mean? So this is the only type of transformation or formation that you don't change any of the points on your graph. So all the table values stay the same, except you're moving either the whole graph either up a few points, so kind of just like that, or you're moving it left and right. So left and right, up and down. So it's kind of basic. So, okay, so let's look at a few examples. Let's start with a pretty easy one. So we have the function f of x equals, let's do square root. So x minus 3. So first we're going to draw our parent function. So from the previous video, we know that the parent function of a square root looks like this. So I'm just going to bring this down. There. So this is what it looks like. So just bring this here. So whenever the number is inside this kind of parentheses with the x value, if it's with the x value, that's when you know that it is moving along the x-axis. So if number is with x, but to the right. So this is negative and this is positive. So whenever you're dealing with moving left and right with the x-axis, you're going to perform the opposite, kind of counterintuitive kind of thing. So we're going to move all points, so all these points, 3 values. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be something like this. Yeah. And you're going to have that point over here, this point. So this is going to be your in one part. So 2 transformations in one equation. So 2x minus 1 plus 3. So we know that the exponential looks like this. So I'm going to bring this down. Oh, let's bring the asymptotes down as well. So we have this here. Move this as well. Okay, so all we're going to do is we could form a table, but that's going to take too long. So let's look at the rules that we saw. So if it's with the x, we know it's going to be moving left or right. So it says -1. So we're not going to move -1 this way. We're going to move 1 this way because x, we're dealing with the x transformation, or transformation along the x-axis. We know it's going to be the opposite. So we're going to move this graph. Let's use a different color. So this graph, 1 to the right. So this would be, oops, one second. There. So we're going to have move 1 this way. So 1, so this point moves 1, 1, 1, and perfect. So now our new graph or function would look like this. And the asymptote stays where it is. And then we have to consider this, let's use a different color, +3. And that's not with the x on the top. So we know this is a vertical transformation along the y-axis. So we're just going to move up by 3, up 3. So remember, y is pretty simple. It's not anything that's trying to confuse us. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look, I'm counting from the pink graph, not the parent function. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. So about right here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah. And the asymptote 2 moves along. So 1, 2, 3. 1 second. 2, 3. Oh, oops. Did I do this right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. We're good. And then we have, hold on 1 second. So 1, 2, 3. That's over here. Oh, oops. Yeah, so it's easy to make those mistakes of counting from the blue line. So make sure you're counting from the pink one. I would recommend erasing this once you're done doing one transformation. So erase one of the graph, and then, so that you're focusing on one. So 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. There, that looks much better. Okay, and then we're moving the asymptote as well. So 1, 2, 3. So draw your new asymptote, and that would be y equals 3. So this number here tells you your asymptote. So y equals 3. Don't forget the y. You might get points off for this on your quiz or test. So the asymptote is y equals 3. And this is your new graph. So you can erase this one. And you're going to erase this asymptote as well. And you're going to get y to the power of x minus 1 plus 3. So this is what that would look like.